Hey everybody, welcome to another Tuesday workout with Bree. Today I'm going to take us through a really awesome lower back release. So I get a lot of questions about, and in fact, a lot of you have commented to do a low back specific stretch. So it's exactly what we're going to do today. So as you can see, our 10 minutes starts here in just a second. We're going to start on our backs. Actually, we're going to start seated. What I'm going to do is get into your glutes first, and I'm going to stretch your glutes in two different ways. So let's start right here. Now, the reason we're going to go for glutes first, we're going to go for glutes and hip flexors, is because those are two muscles that actually, if they're over tight, will start to pull on your low back as well as your hamstrings. So that's why I decided to call this workout a low back release, because yes, we will be stretching the low back, but we're also going to be working in ways to release the low back. So go ahead and take one leg out, and you're going to place your other leg on top. So this is that figure four that we've done in a position supine, which means on our back. So once you're in this position, sit it up nice and tall. Then I want you to bring that bottom foot up, but I want you to only come as far as you feel like you can still maintain both hips on the ground. So you'll notice that if you come up too high, you're going to start to twist and shift your weight off to the other side. So just make sure you keep a nice straight body. And I do see your comments. Hi, A. Logan. Hi, Sporty Spice. Okay, go ahead and slide that bottom foot in a little bit more. Good. And then to make this even a deeper stretch, you can lift that bottom toe. So this is a great way to really get into the glute. And if you do it in the proper range of motion, it really is more effective. So try to start the way we did every single time you stretch in this position. Okay, go ahead and lower the toe if you had it up. Slide that foot out. Before we switch, we're going to go ahead and twist. So I want you to take elbow to the back side of that knee, sit up tall and twist. This you will feel nice and deep in that low back. Great work. And then come back to center. And we're going to switch and go to the other leg. So extend the bottom foot, take the opposite leg over the top, drawing that figure four. And now sit up nice and tall, slide that bottom leg in. Take your time as you come up. And notice the differences in each side, right? One side's going to be a little bit tighter than the other, and that is just natural because we move in different ways. Good. So sit up a little bit taller, and then just like we did on the first side, you can lift that toe, make that stretch a little bit deeper. Great job. All right, slide that foot out, take that top leg over, keep it where it is, and then you're going to twist your upper body towards the back. Good, and sit up nice and tall. You can even bend that elbow a little bit more to get a little bit more leverage. Look towards the back. Good, you'll feel this in your back as well. All right, perfect. Okay, from here, now we'll go down to the mat. So we're gonna go ahead and lay back in a supine position, meaning chest up towards the ceiling. And I want you to grab one knee, pull it in towards your chest. And now you're gonna go ahead and extend up. Now, as you extend your leg towards the ceiling, you can bend this bottom leg, and we're going to stretch that hamstring. So we're going to go between hamstring, and then we're going to get into the glute. Great job. Okay, now take that top leg, just like we were in that first position. You're going to take your leg across. Joseph, stretchy. Yes, it feels so good. Okay, from here, this is that same figure four, only this time I want you to take one arm out to the side, and I want you to twist just a little bit more, and you're coming up and over. Now we're getting into the piriformis. So also, you really want to brace your core through this entire stretch. Good. Come back to center gently. Take that top leg and place it on the bottom now. Bring the opposite knee in, and then extend that leg overhead. Good. Your heel goes towards your ceiling. Feel that hamstring stretch. Good. Hamstrings are also very tight muscles. It's probably safe to say we're just overall very tight, and anytime you can pop these 10 minutes in, it's going to be a good thing. So work it into your schedule. Good. Bring it up. I personally do these as little brain breaks. It's great. It's great to kind of take a break with the work you're doing and then focus on your body a little bit and then go back. Okay, take that opposite arm out to the side, and now you're just going to gently pull up and over. Now, you don't want to pull so far that it kind of rocks your balance off and you end up tipping to the side. It's very, very small detailed stretch. So you're kind of coming up and then a gentle pull to the side And again, it's targeting the piriformis, which is a deep, deep muscle. And all these muscles, as I mentioned, in case you're coming in a little late, they all get really tight, and then that pulls on our low back. Good. Okay, go ahead and shake it out. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side. This is a great way to give that low back a little bit of a massage. Great work. Okay, we are going to go now into hip flexors and quads. So I want you to just go into a supine position. So you're going to go face down. I'm going to flip the other way. And actually, from here, you're going to keep your spine really long. Reach out with one arm, and then with the opposite arm, you're going to grab that back ankle. Now from here, I want you to really think about tucking your hips under, squeezing your glutes, and then now you're really opening that hip flexor in your quads. Do you feel it? So it's right here in the front. You want to push everything down into the mat. Great job. And just keep breathing. Now, breath is really important when you're stretching. As you exhale, you're going to deepen the stretch a little bit more. So exhale, and you'll fall into that stretch a little bit deeper. Good. We're going to switch sides. So take that opposite arm, and then the other arm back, grab your heel. And you kind of feel like you slide into that movement, right? You want to tuck your hips, push your hip flexor in towards the ground, squeeze your glutes. Heel to glute, and then just release, relax. Good. And think about, and I lift my head a little bit just to keep my mic up so you can hear me, but you want to actually, if you can, place your forehead on the mat. Keep your chin tucked. Great job. And just breathe. Perfect. From here, we're going to go into a child's pose. So I want you to place your palms down, slide your knees underneath you, and you're going to sink back. Now, I always take my knees a little bit wider, and that's going to give me a little bit deeper range of motion. And then place your hands towards the corners of your mat, sink back, and think about really relaxing through the low back, pressing down. And you know, we've been doing that stretch where you feel it through your armpits, through that serratus anterior. So just open up. If you have the range of motion, you want to go a little wider, please do. Great job. Okay, one more, and then we're going to go on our supine position again and specifically stretch the low back. So you're going to slide one leg through. Now, you know, I'm always talking about not worrying about the position you're in. So this is a modified pigeon pose for me because my glutes are typically very tight. So you're just going to take one knee through and then just lower your body. Now, the biggest thing I want you to think about is not arching your back. So you want to come and really lift up and off your back. And then once you feel the stretch, move around. As long as you're gentle, it's great to kind of explore what areas and angles feel the most tight. Perfect. We're going to switch. Place your palms down. Slide on through. Opposite leg. And maybe your pigeon pose is a little bit deeper, but just do what feels best to you. I really encourage you just to meet your body where you're at. And again, lifting up and off your spine, but also pushing the booty back. It's going to deepen that stretch. And what do you feel when you lift up and push back? You feel your abs grab on, right? Because your abs have to support. Very important. Great work. Okay, we're going to slide now and go back into supine position, so on our backs. And now we're going to go specifically into the low back, which you have done with me. And this is probably going to be the best low back stretch you've ever felt because we were able to release all the muscles around it before. So bring that top knee up, bring it across to the opposite side, and then look towards the opposite arm. Do you feel it? You should be able to get into that stretch a little bit deeper, trying to keep the upper back on the ground. And I want you to take 3 big deep breaths with me here. Inhale, exhale. 2 more every time, relaxing a little bit deeper into the stretch. Last one. Good. Gently come back. Remember, always take your time. Switch legs, knee comes up, opposite side now, and look the other way, same thing. Let everything relax. Now, if your range of motion isn't as deep on this side, that's totally fine. Try to keep that upper back on the ground. Look towards the opposite side. Knee up and over. And let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more as you exhale. Try to go a little deeper in that stretch. Last breath. Inhale. Good. And then pull the abs in. Bring your knees back to center. Knees into chest. And we finish with that back massage one more time. Great work. Now, you guys can see in 10 minutes, go ahead and rock up. We were able to not only stretch our low back, but also get into the glutes, the hip flexors, the hamstrings, a little bit of the quads, and then effectively stretch our low back. So if this was enough to get you kind of excited and ready to go more, go ahead and keep stretching. You can do this whole stretch all over again. And please make sure to drop your comments if there are specific body parts you'd like me to prioritize. I like to mix these in every now and then on Thursday and do some dedicated focus stretching. So with that, make it a fantastic day. I will see you guys next time, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye, team.